So please help me welcome Bob Krumroy.
This went on for 3 hours, hunting and killing fish. I got to tell you, after 3 hours, I was exhausted, absolutely exhausted. I mean, even the hardiest of fishermen could grow weary of this. Let me ask you this. Do any of you ever feel like you start to grow weary of prospecting? Prospect, sell, prospect, sell, prospect, sell, hunt, kill, hunt, kill, hunt, kill. And you kind of feel like there ought to be times when the prospects swim up to the boat and engage you in a conversation. You ever feel like that? And if it was a really good day, that some of the prospects would voluntarily climb into the boat with you. Now, that'd be a good fishing trip, wouldn't it? Folks, you have a fabulous array of products. You are in the fastest growing segment of the insurance industry today. He was 56 years old in the business and had been in the business for 26 years. And he focused on this one component that we're going to talk about. And he said, you know, after 26 years, he says, I came to the conclusion that I had never delivered my personal business reputation to my local community. Your company, Colonial, can do a lot in regards to brand reputation and logos and advertising and some things that they do in brochures, but you've got to sit down and ask yourself, how do I deliver myself to my local marketplace? Tom talked about that big wheel, the big spoke, and all the components. Everybody in here has ridden a bicycle before, and I want you to think about a bicycle, the old-fashioned where it had the spokes on it. If one spoke was broken, what starts to happen? It's not a very smooth ride. And your home office can create the spokes of product and marketing and underwriting and even national reputation, but they can't create that spoke of how do I build affection in the marketplace where I create a compelling association between myself and my prospects. And most of us have been so focused on selling, we look like retriever dogs. If it flies in the air, we go after it. I was skeet shooting with my son last week, and first time he'd ever done that before, and he came down from New York, and we went out, we shot some clay pigeons, and I got to the 7th stand, and I said, okay, where's it coming from, left or right? And he says, Dad, just shoot it when it goes up. You ever feel like that in sales? If a prospect moves, draw a bead on them and see if we can drop them. And if they don't drop, oh, the heck with it, we'll go someplace else. If we would have treated dating like that, we'd all be single today. Or we'd be cavemen. Spot somebody, go up to the campfire, club them over the head, drag them off. We'll worry about the affection stuff later. That'll turn into a blissful relationship. Or do we sit down and say, how do we build affection and attract people to us? Essentially, the business relationship ladder says this. Most of us have been trained to call on people down on the very bottom rung there, and those are people that don't know me. Now, I have those positioned in the dirt for a reason. We start at dirt level. Now, I came in the business in 1973, and that's essentially what I was told to do. And the reason why was because there were lots of prospects. If you wanted to buy an insurance product, you came to an insurance agent. You wanted to buy an equity product, you went to a stockbroker. If you wanted to buy a CD, you went to the bank. There was no merging whatsoever. Today, there's so much merging and information in the marketplace that it's even tougher to get in. There's more skepticism in the market. Folks, sameness has no attraction. So what's your business uniqueness in the marketplace? And as we continue to move up, finally there's a prospect conclusion. I really like this person. Matter of fact, I'd like to be friends with this person, and I should do business with this person. We'll mix business and friendship. Aren't those your best clients? And there's a natural process to move up. We've just never really focused on it because we've always been taught to go out there, find a prospect, draw a bead, and fire. Because it's a consistent deliverable. He's known as the camera guy. Oh, you're the picture guy. You did this to me a couple of months ago. He said, Bob, being known as the picture guy is a lot better than being known as the insurance guy. because it's affectionate. It's all about marketing. Marketing is about what do I give, not what do I get. Not how do I get my hand in your pocket, but how do I give something of value. So I want to show you two quick spots here on one guy. The first one coming up is a guy who qualified for $1 Million Roundtable his first year in the business, and this was what he did once a week. I'm going to let him tell the story. Here we go. In other words, how do I touch hearts and humanizing touch points is really what distinction deliverables are all about. How do I do something where people say, wow, I never expected that? You know, really what this is all about, being in your business, if you want to be successful, folks, you have to go public. Think of it. You have to go public. Can you imagine a politician saying, well, I think I want to run for state representative, but I'm not going to shake hands, get involved. I'm not going to go to the Rotary Club. I'm not going to bother to go to the Home Builders Association. I really don't care if anybody knows me. I just want to stand on my principles. You see, there's a lot of what we call low-hanging fruit in the marketplace, but most of us aren't active enough out there. Either that or we contact somebody, and you know, today they say no to you for an appointment. But what we forget is this. Adults do what they want to do when they want to do it. Don't we all do that? We try a suit on, they say, can I fit you with that? I say, I think I'm just looking. A month later, we walk back in, we put on again, it looks pretty good. 2 months later, we walk in, we buy the same suit. What changed? I don't know. Maybe it's just biorhythms. I don't know what it was. But adults do what they want to do when they want to do it. I want to say thank you, and I'm looking forward to working with all of you, and hopefully we'll have an opportunity to do some more programs like this later. Thank you very much.